lot of the tools, like I don't know. Are we taking another break right now, or
do you want to take a break now, or do you want to go?
Well,
do you want to say something about the tools?
I could tell the story about the neutralization ring really quick.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll take a break.
Yeah, so I've mentioned this before, but Chris Kaler had sent me a negative energy neutralization ring, an energy neutralization ring. Is that what it's called? Right?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
It's just funny.
I know, it sounds...
I can totally see our house in 10 years. We're going to be just the lunatics.
I don't care. They work.
Yeah.
He
clay
sent me
eggs,
these clay
pyramids
eggs
everywhere.
Right, crystals.
Yeah. Crystals.
Our bed's elevated to like 90 degrees. We're sleeping strapped against a wall for some reason, upside down. Like
it's gonna get bad.
Bats. But he had sent me this ring after I first heard about how sick my liver was, and he said to use it for a lot of different. You can use it, over your food to take out a lot of negative energies and all this stuff, and you can stand over it in your body. Actually, my body, when I had this ring, it actually would sway and do weird things, kind of like when I had my initial meeting with him.
Mm-hmm. And mine did too. Remember?
Yeah, yours too. You really feel this energy surge in your body.
Yeah.
So I used it for a certain time. I've put it over my liver for certain times when I felt sharp pains and nagging things. Well, the other night, was it last night? Night before?
Yeah, 2 nights ago.
I started to have a beginning of a migraine. I've only had a migraine once in my life, really, really bad, like 10 years ago, where you start to see the prisms and the weird spots and
I've never seen
light in your eye. You haven't had that? I had it once, and then I really realized it is the worst thing anybody can go through, I think.
Yeah, I've had something once. Remember at the gym, I had that.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe it was a strain in my neck, or it went to my head, and
you must feel like you're going to have a stroke or something,
huh? It
was
really bad. So I can imagine that's what migraines are like.
Oh,
it was so bad. I couldn't even move. I had to sit against the wall in a separate room for about 10 minutes just to be able to move. So yeah, you were starting to get one of those. I
was getting one of those, and I, when I had it 10 years ago, it was the nausea and the vomiting and all that, and you just want to die and get in a dark room and crawl into a hole. This one, I could start to see out of nowhere. I haven't had one of these in really years. Mm-hmm. I saw the light starting in the corner of my eye, and it's weird because you look around and you can't. It's bizarre, and then you close your eye, and all I saw was like light. So I'm like, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep because can't even close my eyes. But my head was just starting to get a headache, but it was more like a sinus pressure that was causing my eye to get all funky. So I'm like, well, what can it hurt? I'll stand over the neutralization ring.
Yeah, why not?
And I stood over that thing. You were with me.
When all else fails,
neutralization ring.
That's right.
Within 2 minutes? I'm like, I think it's gone. I'm in the dark, I have a candle lit, but I close my eye, and sure enough, 2-3 minutes later, all the little light and weird prism things I was seeing in my eye completely gone. I stood there another few minutes over it just to make sure, because I wanted so badly to go to bed and wanted to make sure this thing was cleared. And it seemed to be. And so I laid in my bed and I laid on my back, and Sid Singer would be proud.
Right.
And I laid on my back and put the neutralization ring right over my eye and my face, and I went to sleep like that. I remember moving it maybe a half hour later when I turned over, which I'm trying not to, but I did. And it completely cut it short, curtailed it.
Really?
Never had another one. Never came back and was gone. I'm talking, that was an experience.
Of course, stuff like that it's so hard to say. You know?
I know.
I mean, of course that's anecdotal and it could have been coincidence, but
right.
I mean, why not?
Right. I was so grateful. I'm like, whatever's healing me, I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, because it's almost like, if you write all that stuff off, it's not going to do you any good, because if yes, it could have been purely coincidental that happened, but if I were to get a migraine, I would do it. Why not?
Why not?
I mean, all you do is stand there.
Right.
All you have to do is lay down with it, sitting on your forehead. You don't have to do anything. So,
right.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But
right, and before that,
last time.
Well, and before that, I had tried when I was in the shower and it all started. I tried different acupressure points in my hands, because I'd heard that there's certain things that help release that headache, and they've helped before when I start to feel a slight headache coming on. Nothing, and the lights just kept getting weirder in my eye.
Wow.
I mean, if you kind of feel like you're going blind in your eye, it's really disturbing.
Wow.
So I thought, I'll try anything.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would have told me that drinking dirty sock water would have helped it go away, I would have tried it.
I know, right?
So anyway, it's been an interesting week.